Question: Am I mic destroying you?
Whenever you did that, yeah, your mic kind of destroyed me.
All right, I have to turn it down then. I don't know what's going on, bro. My mic on the computer, it won't go back to the way it was. I can't put it on full volume, so it's like ear raping.
Yeah, I got you.
Don't know what's going on, and it's probably going to reflect in your mic on your shit right there. Cause that's why it probably still sounds like that. I don't know.
It's fine now.
Cause I can't tell if
Ah.
All right, what's up, man?
All right, man. Well, welcome to a special. First off, welcome to a special, I guess, podcast where we interview Mr. JVon.
Welcome. Thank you for bringing me on.
All right. So, JVon, what are your favorite things to do nowadays?
As of late, I've been playing a lot of Sekiro. This is a new game by the, I think it was the developers. Yeah, FromSoft is the developers of that, of the Dark Souls games. I've been playing that and reading a lot of manga. And working a lot as of late. Took a break, but I'm be uploading soon again because I have the money to, and I have the content. But yeah, Sekiro has been a fun game. I've actually been enjoying myself on it.
That's good.
But besides that, that's all I've been doing.
Oh, okay. That's pretty interesting. Why the fuck do we even have this question? What is your favorite color, really?
Oh my God. I don't think I have. I don't know if I actually don't know if I have a favorite color. Because, like, I mean, I wouldn't wear pink or anything like that. Or yellow. I don't really like I don't have no problem with people wearing pink or a yellow. I just don't wear them. I think like they look weird to me. But my favorite colors, I guess, because I go off of what I would wear with them, would probably be like maybe red or black. It sounds like emo, but I don't know what it is, but I like that color. Recently, I've kind of liked a little bit of gray, but let's just say red. This is we say red to be safe. I don't know if it's a dark red or light red. It all depends.
Okay. We were just going to skip over that question, but all right, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but tell me something. Why reactions? Why turn your channel from this Dougie doing the Dougie rant channel into a reaction channel?
Well, for right now, it was just supposed to have some reactions. It's not gonna be a reaction channel. I'm not gonna let it become one. I just did that because I feel like content is content. I feel like you should be able to do some reactions and then do some reviews and do whatever else you can add on to the channel. For example, I found out Genlock, instead of being like one of those people who do a weekly like review, right? I just combined a reaction and a review together, which I haven't seen a lot because a lot of people like pause and say their stuff and then it just be done. But like I just thought of trying to make it into something if I'm gonna watch this stuff every day, and also because I have a little bit of following, I would like those people who will support me to watch the same stuff as I do. That's the only reason I do the reactions. I don't really take them too seriously. I do put some thought into them, but I feel like they're just fodder content to do for fun. The stuff that takes the longest to do on the channel is like maybe skits and the rants and stuff, because I have to think about what I say before I do it. Or with the reactions, I just kind of just sit there and then I think about whatever it is, reference some stuff, talk about what I see, and then I review that. And that's probably why I've been doing them a little bit more, because it's filler content, so I can have a little bit more time to work on what I really want to work on. And I only do it in like short loads. I don't want to like do it a lot. So
right.
Yeah, that's the main reason why I've done it. That's the only reason why I've started to do it, because I thought it would be interesting to do for people to watch the same thing I do instead of telling you, oh, this is why you should watch this show. It's better to see clips of me having fun with it and them singing it and then me reviewing it to tell them, okay, well maybe I should watch it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Because not everyone's an intellectual. They're not going to sit down and watch a whole 10-minute. Like some people will. And don't get me wrong, because I love doing that stuff. But that's just me. Everybody's different. I'm not like I don't think I can convince someone to be like, hey man, I'm gonna tell you this. Have this 20-minute analysis telling you why you should watch this video or watch this series, and then they're like, oh, that's cool, but like, how's the series? And I'm like, I just told you. Yeah, that's basically, yeah.
All right. Do you have any sort of inspiration whenever you were creating this type of content? The reactions and the rant videos and the
skits and stuff.
Yeah.
I guess I would say that I'm heavily inspired by other content creators, but it's not to the point that I would try to steal from them. I don't like. I'm very, very, very. I feel very strongly on not trying to steal from others. Like, it's cool to have like ideas or creative processes that are kind of similar, where they're like, okay, that is cool, that concept is cool. Maybe I can use that one thing in a video or that one thing in a game. It's kind of the same thing with developers. Like, you could use something that's from another game, but the whole game itself can't be like Borderlands. Let's say someone, Outer Worlds is coming out, right? And it's made by the people who made Fallout, right? You wouldn't want to make just another Fallout clone. You want to make stuff that's probably similar to Fallout, but it's an entirely new thing, right? So for me, I kind of process everything as in me being a Kakashi type YouTuber. I don't want to copy anything. Like, Kakashi was a person that was already very skilled as a kid, or I should say, like, I'm using that as an anime reference, but someone who was very skilled as a kid, and then when he got the eye stuff, he was able to gain things faster because he was able to copy stuff. But for me, I personally wouldn't say that's what I want to do. I kind of like, for example, there's this channel for Rocket Jump for skits. I look at their stuff as an inspiration. I don't know if I'll ever get to that level, but like their videos are phenomenal, right? And I think that all their content is really nice. Whether people say, "Oh, this doesn't feel like the old them," or it feels like the new them, or whatever, I think their content is just really enjoyable when it comes to their skits. And when they make like TV shows or like mini-sold stuff series, right, on this channel, I think it's really cool. I personally think that they have a way of going about it, from the cinematography, maybe the CG. Sometimes you have like visual effects that I guess would fall in CG too, but whatever, right? And their actors are pretty cool. So I'm like, well, I don't know if I'm a good actor. It's just me. So maybe I could just, instead of being like that, like, I want to have the same quality as them, from a cinematography standpoint, right?
Right.
And bring it over into what I do, but I can't make the same content as them because we're two different people. So like, if I'm going to make comedy stuff, I want it to be like really good comedy stuff. So it's like, all right, like, they're not going to just see like a bootleg video where, the face, where it's all blurry and it doesn't have any thought into it. I'm going to put jokes in there and whatever, but then I'll like, make it look really good with all the other stuff behind it. And then when it comes to like the rants and stuff like that, I feel like the rants let me vent. That allows me to vent. And I call them funny rants, for example, because I don't want to hurt anyone by saying it. Because venting, you could sometimes hurt people's feelings without knowing it. So even though I vent in those things I rant, I kind of like let people, I kind of think about what people would feel, so I kind of word it in a way to make it funny, so at least like they'll laugh at it even if it's a harsh truth. Like, for example, if someone said, "Oh man, your show freaking sucks," and you're like, "Oh, that hurts," right? Yeah. But then if someone came through and said, "Man, I was watching this show the other day, and it kind of reminded me of the time when I was a kid, and I got a bowl of cereal trying to watch a TV show, and then I kicked over my bowl of cereal, and my mom whooped my butt. It was terrible." And someone laugh at that. Someone would laugh at that, bro, because you would think about it. you would laugh at that, right? So I'm like, all right, I think about that when I'm ranting, and it lets me do it. I don't do it rants a lot. I mean, I want to, but it's all more authentic when I'm really upset about something, right? And
Right.
I already told you my reason for reactions, because I just want someone to watch. Like, that's why I bring my friend Bolivia over with it, because sometimes it's with him, sometimes it's without him. It's really just whoever wants to watch with me. It's kind of like a get together. When I try to make it a get together, when your friends come over your house and they watch something with you, and you're kind of sitting there like, oh, that's cool. I do it with my cousin all the time. Well, I did it with my cousin a lot when we were in Ohio, and we used to watch it, right?
Right.
And we used to watch Dragon Ball Z and whatever, and we didn't have any camera. That's before I started doing YouTube, but we used to talk a lot. I was like, oh, Vegeta's dead, and he would get so upset at me. But it would work because we're friends and we're cousins, related. It's different perspectives, So I kind of do that for reactions. It kind of like bring people in, kind of make it like a whatever, because it doesn't have to be Bolivia. It could be whoever wants to come in. But I always have to make sure that I'm close with them or cool with them, because you don't want it to be like stale,
Yeah.
That's my inspiration for my content. It's
right.
really long-winded, but I'm sorry. that's what I had to say.
Hey, that's fine. That's more content.
Yeah.
My mama whooped my ass.
And that's how I think about my rants, bro, because it works. It works that way. It works really well.
Yeah. All right. So, in your opinion, best anime 2019.
Oh, best anime 2019. Jeez.
Okay, let's actually broaden. Let's broaden the spectrum. Let's do this. All time. Your all time favorite.
Oh, my all-time favorite? Oh, boy. There's two. So, when it comes down to what I really love, and everybody's going to get mad at me, a lot of people do get mad at me. I'm going to put it into two categories, all right? So, when it comes to, like, mainstream stuff, which is kind of weird to say, because most, like, for something to get an anime, it has to be mainstream in some kind of regard. But anyways, right? Yeah. When it comes to mainstream stuff,
like whenever you say mainstream, you're talking about like the stuff that even the plebeians will fucking watch.
Yeah, most people know, right? So like when it comes to mainstream stuff, I really love Naruto, right? I grew up on it, and then I'm not just saying from nostalgia. Like I started binging some Boruto, and even though I don't like Boruto like that, and I have my own reasons for it. Like, I think the concept of like going through his son and the new jutsu and seeing how the new generation is, and getting to a feel of what happens after Naruto brings in peace or ushers in peace is pretty cool. I mean, they're not going into a lot of stuff, but I think Naruto just as a whole, from part 1 to Boruto, I think it's pretty cool conceptual wise. So I really love it because it has a deep place in my heart. Same thing as Dragon Ball, but I don't have to say my favorite for Dragon Ball, because I don't have to explain it because it's Dragon Ball. Everybody knows why they love Dragon Ball. They have different reasons, but everybody loves Dragon Ball for a reason, right?
Except for me.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. You know what I mean. You get what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, and when it comes to underground stuff, I really love. I guess Hunter x Hunter is still in that weird. I want to say it's known, but it's not like, oh, if you said to Hunter x Hunter to someone, they automatically know. It's not like Dragon Ball and Naruto, right? So Hunter x Hunter, I found it when Naruto was in this weird place in 2014. It was really weird. It was like doing some filler, and like the animation was looking weird. It was in the middle of the war too, and they were throwing in the tunings. I wasn't liking all that. That's my favorite. Underground mixed mash of mainstream stuff. I also like Dororo as of late, because if y'all haven't seen Dororo, please watch it. I only have this. I'm not even going to try to explain it to you. Just watch it, so it'll be a surprise when you get into it. Promised Neverland, but I've read the manga before it actually became an anime. They're kind of in their last arc right now in Promised Neverland in the manga. So the anime, I suggest you watch it, even though it's a little bit different from the manga. It's pretty cool. I think you should watch it. It's pretty nice. All right. What else? I'm trying to remember off the top of my brain right now. Because if you said a whole bunch of manga too, I would have told you. But like, it doesn't matter. I'll say manga. I'll throw manga in there. I'll throw manga in there if you allow me.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Why not?
Tower of God is really nice. It's a weird mixture of stuff, bro, but it's really nice. The God of High School is really nice. Hardworking Warrior, I think is Hardworking Warrior. I think I'm saying it wrong. I'm not saying it right. So just scratch that off. Sorry, I'm saying it all wrong. I just can't remember it right now. I've been reading a lot of stuff lately. But yeah, that's pretty cool. And the Fighting Monster, I just started reading it. It's like I bought the subscription to Tumix, and it's this weird mixture of like gaming and fighters from the UFC, and they're trying to mash them together to be brought into this one game. And I just started it, but I like the concept of it, so I think it's pretty cool. And I think that's all I can really say that are my favorites right now, because like if we went through from all time and everything, I would have to pull up everything. Because I have a libraries full of stuff, and I would have to,
Yeah.
Don't need it to be that long.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I have to say. That's what I want to tell you. I'm always trying to look for new shows and new manga to read, so it doesn't really, new shows to watch and new manga to read, so it doesn't really matter. Because my favorites always change over time. So yeah. And Land of the Illustrious. Check that out. It's pretty cool. But yeah,
Land of the Illustrious, you said?
Yeah, Land of the Illustrious. It's this weird, like, CGI looking show, but the CGI is actually really good. And I know that sounds weird. A lot of people who will watch this, or if they hear this, they're going to be like, what do you mean CGI looking good? What? Right?
Yeah.
But it's actually some nice looking CGI. And if you don't like the CGI, you can always just read the manga. It's actually pretty nice. I think it's ending soon. But it's really nice. It came out a while back, and not too long ago. I think it's like maybe 2016. I can't remember the exact date, but it came out a while back. So yeah, that's all I gotta say right now.
All right. What, in your opinion, is the worst anime? Just like a real shitter. Just like.
Oh man!
You don't have one, do you?
I do have one. I have multiple actually. I was planning to do something to rant on something one day, and it's a long story. I'm trying to see if I can even remember it, bro. I was reading this. I was watching this show. It was like this ecchi because I'm coming up with something. I guess whoever hears this. Yeah, I was watching an ecchi. Yeah, watching the ecchi. Yup. I'm one of those people that read
softcore porn.
I was watching. I was going around everything. I read a lot of genres. I read a lot of genres except for like yaoi and yuri. I'm trying to get into those genres so I can know what is the basis to have knowledge on things. Because I'm really just reading stuff for knowledge, so I have like bases off the base things and know what's going on in certain things. You know what I'm saying? And so I jumped into the ecchi genre one day, and I was just like, you know what? Everybody says that because this is true story. You can ask anyone in my Discord or anywhere else. Being so serious, real thing. I was like, you know what? I know a lot about romance. I know a lot about the comedy genre. I know a lot about the rom-com genre, which I just said, but there are two things: rom-com, comedy, and romance. I learned about action. I know stuff about some tragedy, right? But I've never jumped into ecchi because I've always been like, I don't care about it, right? And so I literally, starting last year, I decided to get into ecchi. I said, I'm going to do it. I said, I'm going to get into it. I said, I'm going to learn what makes this genre tick. Because I made a video a while back talking about why people love it. Because I said I was reading some stuff and I found some really bad ecchi. I was just like, bro, this is trash. I understand why people think it's trash, right? But then I stumbled upon some like really good manga that actually had some story. Like they actually used the ecchi elements to their advantage. So it's not just there. It's not just complete fan service and everything. Like I found this because in manga land, I'm gonna let you know, in the manga world, for some reason I've been going into ecchi. Like some publicists or like some of the publishers or whatever, they don't really have rules against letting them have sex in it. Like as you've seen with Domestic Girlfriend, right? They cut it out of the anime, but in the manga, like they straight up have sex and shit, right? And I'm like, all right, that's a little bit, different. And I didn't expect that, right? I'm not talking about that because I didn't really like. It's a decent series, but that's not the bad one. I just started to dive into whatever, and I asked my friend, "What is the worst ecchi you've ever seen?" And it's these 3 girls, right? I'm trying to remember what it is, bro. It's these 3 girls. And they're like, it's supposed to be like a comedy parody of something. I don't know what it's trying to parody, but it's supposed to be a parody of something, right?
Right.
And they're just straight, like you see the boobs, they're always stripped of their clothes all the time when they're going on adventures. It's like each episode is like 5 minutes, I think 4 or 5 minutes. It's on YouTube somewhere. And I was watching it. I can't. It's so bad that my brain erased it. I was like, bro. I was watching it and I was like, "Where's the story? Why?" Like the designs look clean, right? They're like HD design. They're not like something like, "Oh, I've never seen it before." Like it's just the only thing I can give it to you is okay. It's pretty nice, right? But everything else was garbage. It's just a garbage anime, and I can't remember it because literally I remember after watching it 3 times. By the way, yes, watched it. I watched it 3 times. I watched it 3 times,
and on the 4th time, you just like fucking got soft.
I watched it 3 times trying to understand what my brain just processed. I literally, because I remember telling my friends, like I told him, I said, "Hey man, I think I need to." I'm about to watch this thing, man. I'm about to watch it and I'm going to figure it out. And he said, man, I think it's pretty trash. And I was like, oh, well, that's good. I need to see the worst ecchi that I've ever seen. I started watching it. And the thing is, there's some people on YouTube that genuinely think it's a good show. And I'm not going to knock them for it, but I'm going to let them know it's trash. But I was really disappointed. I was just like, I thought it was going to be just, oh, damn, it's trash. But I was really, really disappointed in the way it was. Just everything, how it was handled, all the story, whatever. I don't like it. That's all I got to say. I don't like it. I can't remember the name of it. It's literally, it's these 3 girls, and it's ecchi, and it's it's like voiced over by Funimation. That's all I know. I can't remember nothing else.
All right, so it's probably on the Funimation YouTube channel.
It's probably on there somewhere. If you can find like clips, it's somewhere on there. I remember it, and I thought it was pretty bad. I can't remember it. I'm sorry. Whoever's watching, you're probably like, just give me the name. I need to know for my needs. And I'm just like, I can't. I just don't know it. I can't remember. My brain erased it. It was like, you don't need to remember this anymore, young man.
Oh God, we're gonna be here for an hour. We're gonna be here for a couple hours, actually.
Yo, you said you needed me, bro. I got you, bro.
I know. We're not even halfway through with these questions, and you giving me some good shit, man. Thank you. What inspired you to create the spoiler character, and are you going to do anything else with it?
Alright, so first off, before we go into this, I remember it now. I looked it up. I wrote down a note of bad things. It's called Bikini Warriors. Don't watch that shit.
Bikini Warriors.
Well, yeah, it's called Bikini Warriors. Yes, it's called Bikini Warriors. There we go. All right, now back to the spoiler thing. All right, so the spoiler character, what inspired me to do it is, have you ever been angry about not being able to talk to people about like stuff you really like, and because for some reason they just keep procrastinating to watch it. And I remember just always trying to like IRL with my IRL friends or online with my online friends. I always be like, I'll say something. They're like, oh man, I haven't seen it. And I'm like, bro, we're in season 4. When are you gonna watch this? It's like, bro, I would get upset because I couldn't say anything, and it was kind of like a funny angry. It was more of like I was like laughing at them because I was angry at the idea that they were watching something, but I was laughing at the idea that, man, I can't force people to do it, but I'm just tired of them not doing it. Is this why are they taking so long? So I took all my feelings of how I felt, and then I started writing it. I said, you know what? Wouldn't it be funny to see this in form? Because I don't see anyone doing that. Because I've always seen people making videos on skits saying, "Oh man, why'd you spoil that for me? I can't believe you did it." Or are they going ahead of someone, right? But I've never seen someone try to embody the feeling of a spoiler. And I try to do it in a way that wasn't too corny. Because I was like, I don't want someone to watch it and be like, I want to like show regular people and they laugh at it, right? And I did this because at one of my jobs, I was like, I do YouTube, and they were like, all right, and I showed them a skit, and they don't watch anime like that, but they were laughing at the idea because they know that like not in just anime but other shows. Like, when you watch other shows, it sucks because you're like, imagine people who've been watching Game of Thrones and they miss something, and then you try to talk about it, and they're just like, bro, I haven't seen it, and you're on, like, season, I don't know how many seasons they have because I don't watch Game of Thrones.
I think 7.
Yeah, they're they're on 7. They're on 7, right?
Something
and
like that.
And they say your friend is stuck on season 2, and he's been on that for, like, maybe two years. And you're just like, bro... You're like, bro, you just don't want to watch it. And you keep stopping me from talking about it, making me feel like you just don't want to talk about it. Then. And so I embodied that and wrote it down. And I said, all right, I'm going to do that. And I think it'd be really cool to like show off something like that and write my feelings and write it down because that's actually how I feel sometimes. Because I accidentally spoil when I get really excited. And so I was like, I'm going to write that down into a character. And I really thought really hard about it. And I was like, which way I want to take it? Because I was like, it's going to be a skit, but I want to do more with it, which you said, actually your second question, I'm going to do more with it. As of right now, my camera is kind of being weird because it turns on, it charges, but when I plug it into the computer doesn't register it, or like the software doesn't register it. So then I'm in a weird predicament where I can't do anything, you know? So I was really, really upset that I couldn't continue it right away because I wrote a lot of situations, and I guess this would be like exclusive for you because I haven't told anybody like this about it, or I don't think other people I've told really care about it because they kind of forget. But I guess this would be a recorded document or whatever. But I wrote like I was going to do a lot of things. I was going to be like, at first, I was going to, like, after that, where he, like, walks, you know how at the end, like, no one will, and he disappears? I was going to make it, like, I woke up from a dream, but I still keep up those powers or whatever, but, like, I still have those feelings.
This, because you tried to get me to voice act for, one of the things. Yeah.
And I was going to do that, but then I realized, I was like, you know what? I could just keep him evil, but then I could make him an anti-hero, kind of like, he fucks with both of the heroes in blah, because I have something in writing right now for like a part 2, and I'm gonna do it in a similar style, and then it will lead up into actual acting. Like I'm gonna get real people to come in to do things, and I'm gonna build up all this stuff, right? And they're gonna be like parts of a of how I guess you could say a universe, but there's just different characters revolving around different feelings in anime. Like for example, I was going to come up with something called like it's going to be a drug dealer, but that does that's kind of like an anime version, kind of like that anime dealer, right? and you think, and so when you hear that, someone thinks, oh, that won't work, but then you actually explain it to them, you know, talking about like. He has organizations. He's an undercover blah, blah, blah. My man has this. He has all that. He's connected to a lot of people. He pushes out all this content without the law knowing, and he pays off the law, right? Right? So you have this anime dealer out here, like, selling all this stuff, and you have I was going to think the spoiler, basically me, come and interact with him and saying, like, yo, I don't care about your businesses. I just know that I have someone to go after, and I know you're the person that I need to come with, right? And in your head, if you're visioning right now, in your head, you can imagine, because I have a friend that was going to actually do it. Like, I'm going to still go with that. I just got to build up to it, right? And it was going to work. It was going to really work because, like, two different things. You have, because, how people laugh about, well, not laugh, but argue about illegal sites, when you go on there and watch your anime and stuff. Right. And so it's like, I was gonna use him as that character because he was gonna be 3 things. One on the piracy issue, one on him actually having subscriptions. Like I said, he's an underground guy that sells powers and stuff, but he also buys the stuff so he can keeps in touch with his connections, because if he doesn't have both of those, he'll be he'll be in a situation, right? And the third one was I was gonna make him like a actual, like, you ever heard of Wilson Fisk?
Yeah. Daredevil.
Yeah, Wilson Fisk. I was gonna make him similar to that, or like not fat, not like that, but his not like his entire his ideal, his personality on like one of his traits, right? Just one of his traits where he's very stone cold. Like, you see how in Daredevil he was like a character that was supposed to be what is it? You know how in Daredevil he's supposed to be he could be nice at times, but he could also be very, very, very cruel at times. I was going to take that one trait, because like he has a bunch of traits if you read the comics and stuff, how he is as a person. But I was going to take that one thing and put it in there, and he's going to meet the spoiler. And that's what I want to do, but I have to build up to it. Camera won't work. I've been working to save up to get a new camera, and then you'll see a continuation. So I'll have something on that, and like I'm going to start it off with like after what happened in the first one. Because he disappeared, and I know a lot of people are asking if they actually care about it. They're going to realize that it's not just a one-off video. It's actually a connected thing, which would be really funny and really cool for people to watch, because they're going like, okay, he knows how to actually write. Okay, that'd be pretty cool. And I'll introduce all these other characters that'll be played by other people that I actually know, and these people want to do this and have acting experience. It's a win-win. It works. That's what I want to do with the spoiler. I want to bring in an actual universe and do stuff, and he meets other people, and I think that would be pretty interesting to see. But yeah, that answers your question. It's kind of long-winded, kind of went into different things, but I had to tell you.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
This one isn't even on here, but just like a follow-up. Do you think you'll probably try to work with other YouTubers?
When I get to a certain point that I can, yeah. Right now, I feel like I could, but I feel like the way and this is just not, I think this is how all can't even talk. Sorry. I think this is how all YouTubers feel, unless they're leeching off for someone, which I kind of sucks to call it leeching, but like, I want to get to a point that I'm kind of stable. And I have more of a fan base. I've kind of polished what I want to do, and then I could bring people in. So whoever collabs with me isn't just if I bring in someone, right, they're not going to be like, oh man, this guy is. Let's use Afro Sinju. All right, let's say I work with Afro Sinju, right? They're going to be like, oh, either the fan base is not going to know who I am, and also, he's not gonna, if he puts me in a video, it's gonna feel like leeching, because his fan base is gonna be like, if it says, some people say featuring such and such and such and such, right? Or he puts me in the thumbnail or something like that. They don't know who I am. I don't have any type of fan base, right? That collabing's supposed to let you, build, build the fan base. Build a fan base, build relationships and stuff like that. But if you only have like 925 like I do, or maybe less, right? And you collab with someone bigger, it's good, but it feels like leeching. Alright? But if you collab with someone, if you're the same size, let's say a Markiplier and PewDiePie collab, it'd be really great, because people know both of them, right? And it works, because then, like, not only does it build each other up, everybody has a fun time because they know both of these people, right? It's not just, oh man, you got to work with Afro Sinju, right? It's not just, oh, you're the guy from Afro Sinju. It's, oh, Javon went with Afro Sinju. It's not, you're the guy that went with Afro Sinju,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and so that's why I want to do collabs soon. And I have people who asked me to do that, and I have people that I want to bring in, but I don't want to just bring them in on the content just like willy nilly. I don't have. Right. I want to make something that they'll kind of bloom in. Like, that's what I did when I was talking about the Spider-Man thing. I did, like, when I couldn't get Spider-Man, like, I brought my friend Darren in, and he came in, and I don't know if he still does YouTube anymore or not, but when he came in, it was really, it was really great. Like he came in and he helped me. He was like this. He was supposed to be the generic YouTuber, and it was pretty nice, right? And it worked with him because he could get into that role because he's not generic, but he got into the role because it was kind of fun because he was a YouTuber himself. So all he had to do was act like the cliches, like, "Hey, everybody, my name's blah blah blah." It was easy.
Hey guys, it's Minecraft user 420 here.
It works. It just works. And I don't want to do that with just bringing someone in. That's why I kind of like with you and Krim and some other of my friends. Like I want to collab with you guys, but I'm trying to make sure that it's on something that would benefit both of us and work with you, so you don't feel awkward in doing it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm down to do awkward shit. I mean, I'm doing this right now, so.
Hey, it's just talking, so it works. Yeah. The setting is good. If it was like a whole like reaction or a discussion video, like not like this, but like on a topic, it might, because people can sense that like they'll figure it out. By the end of this, we'll probably be homies. We are friends, but I'm saying like they'll feel it.
Friends. We give each other bro jobs and shit nowadays.
That's crazy. Yo, you forgot to put no more pause at the end. That's crazy. But yeah, that's all I gotta say on that right there, because I really do. I don't want people to think I don't want to collab. I do want to collab with people. I just gotta make sure that we kind of like are in sync with each other, and I can write something or get something that we can both do that benefit both of us, and it worked for both of us. Yeah, that's all I'm trying to do.
Yeah. All right. So, like, we all gotta know best waifu.
Best waifu? Waifu. Man. I just got into this type of stuff, so I mean, I've always liked the girls in anime. Damn, bro. I guess right off the bat, I guess for me playing the game, I guess this counts as anime, but playing the game Persona 5, the teacher from Persona 5, once I dressed her up, you know what I'm saying? I pulled through. I'm trying to remember her name. Hold on. I got you, dog. I'm trying to remember her name. Her name is Kawakami. Yeah,
right.
Kawakami, bro. I love her. I guess it's because I have a thing for older women. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, it's better to have a thing for older women than younger women.
Yeah, I have a thing for older women. So, like, when I was playing that game, whoo! I was like, when I found out that you could actually talk to her and I could actually do stuff, I was like, oh, so I'm in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically what happened, bro.
Alright, what's your favorite game right now?
Right now?
I know you're talking about Sekiro Shadows Die Twice.
Yeah, I like this game a lot. Like, I don't know if I'll review it because I don't know how to review games. I still got to learn how to do that because I don't want to say, oh, this game was good because such and such and such and such, because then I'll sound like a fanboy. Like, I can do that in anime and it works, but in like, you have to analyze things and you go into it, right? But when it goes to games, you have to be like, oh, the combat. You have to talk about the stories, the mechanics, the graphics. You have to go into a lot more than what they do in anime, I feel. Or it's two different things, I feel. Instead of saying more than that, let me rephrase it. I feel like it's two different things. Because I could talk about why I like an anime, talk about the animation, the art style, the voice acting, maybe the little subtle details, the little backgrounds, the characters, and the story, right? I could go into that, but then when I go into games, I don't really know that much because I wasn't like a hardcore gamer like that. I feel like I'm more of a casual guy, but I'm trying to step into it. So this game, like, to me, Sekiro right now, I'm actually enjoying it, like, because I really wanted to play a From Software game, and I really made it my job, my plan to do that, because my bad, that's my job, but my plan to do that, and I was a little surprised that this was actually really nice. Like, it's challenging, yes, but like it's not as challenging as Dark Souls. Like when I keep saying that this is not Bloodborne, this is not Dark Souls, you know, like everybody says that, they're telling the truth, because like the story isn't really in your face, and I don't think in Bloodborne and Dark Souls you have to look for the story. You have to go.
You gotta kind of look for the story, and it's the story is your whole environment.
Yeah, you have to go do around, and like even though that's cool, that's just not how I like to play my games. I like my stories in my face. Like I like when the cutscene come in, or I like going through the game and certain stuff happens, and like you know I have it in my face, and it's just like, oh wow, I didn't know he's this, and I like to interact with stuff. I like to go around and looking for it, but I wanted a blend of that. That's what they didn't have in Dark Souls, and Dark Souls was way too hard for me to play. And when I'm over here, like, what? I think it was like, when the first Dark Souls came out, it was like, what, 15, 16 maybe? 14 maybe? I can't remember. I know I was not playing that game as much as everybody else was, because I was getting my ass handed to me. So Sekiro is a big improvement, I feel, because it allows people like me to go in and be like, all right, this cutscene is pretty cool. All right, these bosses are pretty cool. I wipe out some people, free roam around some stuff, talk to some people to get some more, you know, ideas of how the world is, right? A little bit more, and then you probably get more cutscenes. I'm still in the beginning, so I don't really know how everything goes, but I know that.
So you haven't gotten to the Monkey King yet.
I haven't got to the Monkey King. I got to some guy that had a whole bunch of armor and 2 health bars and kept beating me down. I was just like, oh, yeah, this is it. I was like, yeah, this is a little bit harder than I thought. Yeah, because I beat the first guy when you have to find the in the beginning you talk to your master or whatever in the tower, and you get him through by going through this little traveling thing, and then I beat this guy that cut my arm. I got my arm cut off, my bad. And then I went to the guy that was making the Buddhas, and then after he made the Buddhas, right, I went out and I kind of went exploring, and then I met this general guy, and then I got my ass handed to him a lot. And a lot of people say, oh, you could just skip him. Right? You could just skip him. But I wanted the XP. Look, when I finally beat him, I got a lot of XP, or a lot of stuff for me. It gave me a lot of stuff. So I was like, kudos, right?
Right.
So I got to keep exploring. I got to keep going. So I don't really know too much, but right now I'm enjoying it. But if you were just saying favorite games as a whole, I guess I would say GTA 5 for me. I guess everybody has their own favorite games. I have GTA 5 because I just love the idea of switching between 3 characters and like playing these separate stories. I was very immersed in the game. I was very into the ideas of each character being different. Trevor being crazy, Michael being the relaxed, retired old guy, and Franklin being like, the guy that wants to, get the money and stuff like that, kind of questioning, should we do this? I liked it,
Right.
So, yeah, those are, if I have to say that, those are my 2 favorite games.
All right. Okay, so if you could have another occupation or hobby, what would it be, do you think?
Definitely if I go to school for it right now. Might take a break from school because I need to figure out some stuff with internship, but it's like audio engineering, and a lot of people think when you say audio engineering, they think producing songs, and sometimes it isn't wrong, but that isn't what every audio engineer do. You have engineers that mix, you have engineers that record people, like tracking engineers, I guess you would say that. Right. You have engineers that work on you have like live sound engineers. You have performance, I call them performance engineers. I guess it falls into live sound, but it's the people who are on stage and make sure the mic levels are great, and if it has enough a reverb, or sometimes T-Pain has the auto-tune going on live, right? And that kind of stuff going on. I want to get into the movie and game stuff because you have the audio engineers. They have teams for that. Like sometimes it's just one audio engineer. Then you have a group of audio engineers working on the sound design of a video game and the sound design of a movie. Of a movie, yeah. and it works, and it's really good. It's really fun if you really enjoy it, and I really want to get into it. That's the main reason I started doing YouTube, because I was like, I can't build my portfolio at this school because everybody's either really weird or is not really that good. If I want to show them something that I'm interested in, I want to make it myself, right? And I'm going to go all the way and show you. That's why I started making the YouTube. So that's why, like, if I ever do get, the job, I still do YouTube. I'm just saying, like, if I ever get those jobs, like, I definitely would use my YouTube as a portfolio for just like, oh, how do you do good with scenarios? It's like, well, I could, if you're doing a movie and you need like scenarios for people who do YouTube work, or if you need scenarios for people who do like scenes, like, how I did the spoiler with like the background music. I just got it off of a person I know or person off of YouTube, and I was able to use it, but I had to figure out how to mix it all the way through, and they would love to be able to see that. But, I want to do like audio work, get into like move more sound design and, video games and movies, putting sound into that and creating sound for those. But I wouldn't mind doing it for like music, but those people were too flaky sometimes. I tried it for a very long time. I knew a lot of like artists, not like big name artists, but just artists I knew around the city, and they would never come through.
Yeah.
This man falling asleep.
I've had a long day, so
This man's like boring. Yo, give me the real sauce.
You're doing good on YouTube, man. I'd love to see some more from you.
Yeah.
All right. So I hate Ryo Asuka in Devilman Crybaby rant is your most popular video to date. Are you planning to make more rant videos?
I definitely am. I have actually a few. I just want to know how I can go about it. I was trying to like spice it up, but I might just keep the same formula but with better edits. But I definitely want to do more, because the real Asuka was really like, I was really passionate about it. Like I know he was meant to be hated, and I really love that the writers did that. But like when I saw that stuff going down at first, I'm just talking about the idea of him, right? Just the idea of him. Like I know his character was made to be that way. That's why I made the video. I was talking about just his actions and as a whole. I was just like, damn, bro, I really hate this. Like, I know he was supposed to hate it, but I just really hated that man. By the end, like when I finally finished that anime, when I was watching it with my friend Raul, when I finally ended that, I was just like, bro, I hate this guy with all my heart. Like, you hear how I sound right now. I was like, I hate him with all my heart. And he was just like, why, bro? He was like, I feel you, bro, but he's like, that's how he's written. I know that's how he's written. The writer did such a good job, but I hate him. I'm talking about it. I hate him with all my heart, and that's just how I feel. I want to do more, and I might do more, and like I will do more. I have some stuff writing. I just gotta do it. Like I definitely think when I get bigger. Like my friend wanted. Like the thing is, I'll bring it up if you have the question in it, or if I can bring it up. You think I should say it now, or just like, wait?
Just go ahead and say it now, because we were very unoriginal with our questions.
Okay, so I know that I was planning to do a lot with my YouTube channel. Like I know some people think of YouTube as like just a hobby. But like, if I build up, some stuff, and I get some people to do things with you, right? Like over time, right? People are going to be like, okay, you can provide jobs for people, right? So my friend was like, oh, if you want me to write stuff, I'll write stuff for you. Not like just videos. I'm very prideful. I feel like Vegeta when it comes to like writing and doing things on my own. I like to do things on my own. I feel like a Saiyan. I'm very prideful. And like not super private to the point where I won't like listen to anybody or like whatever, like Vegeta and stuff like that, or like accept things that from help from others. It's just that I get the most satisfaction when I overcome something that was hurt or it was really hard, and I'm like, yes! I'm like, yeah, you go, Javon. And I like when I get it. So like, it's gonna be really weird, but I really want to get my friend to work on the channel with me, and maybe a name change on the channel, so it'd be more of like maybe the change like somewhere down the line the channel gets a name change and it becomes like not a thing, but you know how like I said, Rooster Teeth, like they have a bunch of people, but it's probably owned by one person that started it all. Like Rocket Jump, yeah, you had Freddie, he started it all, but like he has a bunch of employees now, right?
Right.
I wanna do something like that in the future. And I have a big plan for it. If I can do that, I would definitely like to get my friends in or start bringing people in to do stuff. Not for me, just as their content on the channel. And so it starts off with me doing this stuff, right? But then over time, I could build something with it. Because, like, we all want to make a business or have some type of wealth in the future. So you definitely would want to do that. You could use that to make like other connections and then build a network for other people. Some people do that, some people don't. I kind of want to do it, because like Rocket Jump people, they actually have stuff on Netflix. I didn't know that, like, they aren't the creators of it, but or they have their handed as a director or a producer, right?
Right.
But they are personally like, they're in the industry. And like they started on YouTube, they're in the industry as really good, workers or writers or directors, and that's pretty cool. That's what I kind of want to do.
All right. Javon.
Yeah.
Yo ass got some smooth moves.
Smooth moves.
You got some smooth moves. You plan on doing more videos about doing the Dougie?
Nah. That was only when I was a kid, and that's from. It was only. I only keep that video up. I think it's still up. I don't think I ever.
It is.
I keep that. Yeah, I keep that video up because like it makes me sound sad, but like, all right. So my cousin took a picture. Like my cousin Anthony, he recorded that. My cousin Darnell told me that he recorded it, or someone else told me he recorded it, and he gave it to me, right? And I put it on my YouTube because I think he put it on his YouTube. I think when I was in high school, that's when I was in high school. I think what happened was, he had it. He put it on his YouTube channel, and then you know how you could go on sites and take the YouTube link to convert a video. And I kind of just took the video and then put it on my YouTube. Put it on my YouTube and stuff like that. I was like, oh yeah, this. Before I didn't have nothing on there at the time. I was like, all right, cool. But now, like, I kind of found meaning in it because, like, that cousin died, so I kind of just keep it up there. Like, I don't know if that sounds like bullshit or not, but I don't think I'll ever, like, even if it's embarrassing or whatever, I kind of keep it up there because it's like, well, this guy I kind of kept it up there, so it's pretty nice.
Yeah, I get it. I'm sorry for your loss.
Yeah, man. I feel you. Yeah, my bad. Someone was talking to me.
Yeah. Okay,
so I came in. My bad. Yeah. It was. I kept it up there because of that, and I kind of like. I don't know. Like, I feel like if I take it down, I just like. I could go on his channel, but like nowadays YouTube is so weird. Like if I try to find him, like I type in his name, I probably would find him, but then it's like his channel is probably either I don't know how it is. I don't know if he got taken down because he's posted whatever on there. I just don't want to. I know. I just rather have it on there because I wasn't very. I wanted to say I was close, but I wasn't. Like that was the closest thing to me and him being close, because I was like I didn't even know the guy that much because like even if we were family, my family is very distant, Right. So it's just like I was like, oh, that's probably the coolest thing I've ever had him do that for me because like he was like, oh, when I was doing music, he was like, oh, listen to your music, and he was supportive, So I was just like, that's pretty cool that he took a video of that and did that because I didn't get to know him as a person, and that kind of showed me him as a person. So as I said, it sounds kind of sad, but I keep it up there because I think about it because every time I used to do music, I used to send it to him first and stuff. So
right,
it's pretty interesting. Music. Yeah, I did music a while back. That's why I was able to do stuff. If you ever look at the Hype Man series and you look at the intro, and when I do more of that, because I had to take a pause for the cause to recollect and revamp it before I go any further. And then I'm the one singing the intro.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I
if
didn't
you ever
actually
go in
watch
there,
that
look.
video, but I'll definitely
Yeah,
have to go back.
I'm trying to make that a series, and I'm trying to do a lot with it because I really want to review stuff. I don't want to just make random review videos. I kind of want to make it a series that I review stuff that I really like or I want people to check out. So like it kind of goes. I react and then I review, and whatever, right? And then I have the skits on the side. It all works. I guess that's a system. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
All right. So like, right now, who's your favorite YouTube creator?
Oh.
PewDiePie.
Nah. Yeah, PewDiePie already getting everything. I've been watching a lot of people. There's this one guy named Alan Weebus I watch. He's pretty funny. Nuxtaku, I like him. He's pretty funny. They're all anime tubers. Giga is always funny, but he's famous. That's why he's big now. So like people know him, whatever. But he's funny. I already said Rocket Jump, Corridor. I watch a lot of their stuff.
Yeah.
Who else? Eye Patch Wolf. I watch him. I like his analytical videos. I love them a lot. Who else I watch? Daquan Wilshire. I don't know if I'm saying his name right, but he's hilarious. He's this black guy. He just I want to say he just got into anime. He loves Dragon Ball, but like his fan base has been getting him slowly into anime. And when I tell you that it's actually he'll come in and tell him his experience on it, and it's hilarious. It's really great. King of Lightning, even though I guess you could call him an old school person. Like I like his stuff regardless of how old and I guess you could say outdated he is. I don't think he's really outdated. I think he's actually pretty cool. But yeah. I don't think like I said, he has his format. It's been the same way for years, and I guess that format can evolve, but that's his thing. If anybody else tries to do it, I guess they'd be like, "Yo, what are you doing?"
Yeah.
I like their content. I can't remember off the dome because if I went on my subscription list, I could probably tell you, but that's just off the dome all I know.
All right. Where's the money, Lebowski?
What?
Where's your money, motherfucker? Where's the money? Where's the money, Lebowski?
What's your favorite Pokemon?
Fairy Pokemon.
Not furry Pokemon. Favorite.
I know. I'm not saying. I probably said something wrong, but favorite Pokemon. Yeah. Favorite Pokemon probably has to be. It's probably Squirtle. Squirtle or Gengar, because actually. I'll just give you my favorite is Squirtle, right? And my other two favorites, because I use them on actual teams, is like Slowbro and Gengar. And Gengar got nerfed. He no longer has his I think it's levitative ability where he can't get hit by earthquake and stuff like that. I think they got rid of it.
They did.
So so my boy getting hit by everything now. You're supposed to be the chosen one. So it kind of sucks, bro. It really does. But yeah, Squirtle, because I remember, you could say he's weak, but I like his design, and I definitely like the episode in Pokemon back in the day. I remember it very fondly when I think it was a Squirtle gang. They all had glasses and stuff.
Yeah,
I think that definitely was a very, very funny episode, and I thought that was pretty cool.
Oh hell yeah!
I personally think I definitely that's the main reason I like Squirtle, because I was like out of all the Pokemon, later on they gave Pokemon really good personalities, but before then, my boy, like, yeah, Pokemon had personalities, right? And I don't want anyone that's Pokemon fans, if they hear this, they're gonna be like, "What do you mean he doesn't have a personality?" Whatever. Like every other Pokemon did have personality, right? You had Bulbasaur, Pikachu, you had Mewtwo, you had Mew, you had Charizard that was like very like a tsundere, he was like, "Yo, get off of me!" He burned his face. He burned his face. He'd burn his face. He'd burn his face, but then he'll love him. He'll love him after he proved himself to be worthy, right? Yeah, Dragonite, yeah, all these people, right? But like, I just found it hilarious that Squirtle, out of all the people, had a whole gang. Like that's just hilarious.
Shit.
Like they were like regular gang. They were like a whole. It felt like they were a biker gang or something. It was hilarious.
Yeah. Fucking mafia came to town and some shit.
I think that was hilarious. So I like those just off of that.
Yeah. All right. Do you plan on doing any more storytime videos?
If I do any more storytime videos, it'll probably be like something interesting, and it has to be like every now and then. I don't want to know if I can make it a thing, because I don't know if my life is very interesting. Like, it is interesting, all right, but I don't know if it's to the point where like I could be like Afro Central or these other storytime people. And I definitely would want a better setup to do it, because like I want it to be interesting rather than standing in front of you and just telling you everything. I want the visuals to be there while I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
And so like that way, if I redo it, I kind of want to be like, all right, so this is the time I told. All right, so like this is the time. Like, let me tell you about the time in middle school where my friend told me to cheat on someone, and I did. And it was the worst thing ever. And I could literally go into all that. It is really interesting, right? You'd be like, yo, like, it'd be really cool to have a kind of like visual to it, because if I'm just standing there in front of you, you're like, all right, that's cool that you're telling me. But if I have some type of visuals that go along with it, maybe it's animated, or it's like how like they do storytime film stuff where like you can have someone else redo it while you're telling the story, then I'll do that. That's what I want to do. But for right now, I kind of been trying to rework that. That's why I haven't touched it at all. I honestly thought people forgot, but you're the only one that's actually gone that far back. That's crazy.
Yeah, I went all the way back to the first video.
Yo, kudos.
What are your plans whenever you hit 100K subs? Or 1K subs?
Yeah, if I hit 1K, I definitely know that my what is it? My celebration thing might be a little wild, but I might want to do something really really crazy, get a whole bunch of people, and then like we all like, I'm like, yo, I finally reached 1K subs. I can finally do some stuff and make some real not real money, but I can start making money on there from that point on, right? And I could be like, all right, everybody, we're gonna drink and then do something crazy, and it'd probably be like a 3-minute video. I don't really have a plan for it because I don't know, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah,
I'll figure it out.
All right, gotta know this. What's your favorite doggo?
My favorite doggo. Oh man.
You sound like one of those hard motherfuckers that really loves himself a teacup.
The dog in Naruto, the dog that is like one of those hound dogs Kakashi pulls out, the one that actually fucking talks. I can't remember his name. It's hurting me. Yo, I gotta. What is it called? Pakun? I think it's Pakun. I can't remember. I think that's what it's called. Pakkun. Pakun, I think. It's this dog that had like a bandana on his head. He's like a pug. Yeah, I like that dog. If you're talking about favorite doggo, but in anime, if you're talking about regular dogs, I like pit bulls and I like Labradors, because I had a mixture of a Labrador and a pit bull, and it was great. Hello?
Hi.
Yeah.
I thought you had one to say.
Oh no! When it comes to dogs, I'm very straightforward. I love dogs. I really do.
All
Like
right.
when I get enough money, I'm buying me another dog. I'm being so serious. I'm buying me a dog, and that dog, I'm getting a puppy so I can train it from the ground up, and we're gonna be the bestest buddies ever. I really love dogs, bro. I really love dogs.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
All right. What?
Hello?
Yeah, I'm reading these questions. Somebody added some. I don't know where the hell they added them. What is your advice to young aspiring creators looking for their niche in YouTube?
I feel like finding your niche is hard because when I first started out, I was trying to do gaming, and I realized gaming may not be my thing because I'm kind of ass at video games. And I could make it. I could probably. And I had to go try hard all the time. And going try hard doesn't equate to being a good entertainer, right? Like you
Right.
could be really good and do really crazy combos, but they're only going to be there for combos. If you make a regular ass video, right? They're not going to be there to watch that. They're going to be like, yo, where's the combos at, right? And
Right.
so I realized I was playing ARMS and some other stuff, and I realized, all right, even if I get good and do all this stuff, they're going to only want to be there for the combos, kind of like Maximilian do. They come there for his advice and his combos and his tutorials and guides, right? And it works because he's really good at those type of games. He's really into that. And I was like, you know what? I like video games, but maybe I like anime a little bit more. So I got into anime, and I started just exploring it. I feel like if you get into YouTube and you want to find your niche, right? You have to explore yourself a little bit. I realize that video games are fun, but like I don't think I could do that all the time. Like I could probably do a video every now and then on a video game, just doing like me playing it, and I could make people laugh and enjoy it. But they're not gonna laugh, or they're not gonna enjoy if you're not, fully invested in it. They're not gonna enjoy it. So you got to find something you'd be fully invested in. I feel like you take that niche and then you try to be as creative as you can be within that niche, and then try to do new things with that niche, even if it's like something that's already been done. Take that and then bring it up to another level. Like let's say like you take, if they say you like for example, if you like the God of High School, right, and you want to make a God of High School channel, I don't suggest you do that because being a channel on one thing, not like if like for example I'm a fiction channel, because like right now I do reactions, I watch a lot of stuff and I talk about a lot of fiction, a lot of anime, a lot of comics, which I'm trying to do, and like whatever. But if you focus on one thing, it's not good. But when it comes to niches, if you want to talk about a bunch of niche things, then you have to make those entertaining. You have to bring them to a new level. You can't just sit there like you would talk to your friend and say, oh, I like the God of High School. I like this and then I like that and then this is why I like it. Not everybody is the same. So you have to break it down to them and be like, okay, maybe you can make it funny and be like, oh, the God of High School is really great. It's like a mixture. It's like Dragon Ball mixed with the world building of One Piece. That's not how it goes. I mean, it's not as big as One Piece, but I'm just saying in general, like, you bring those two together and then you like make a joke with it, right? And you start talking about it jokingly and be like Donkey, right? Or you could be an analytical channel, but you have to do something within that niche to actually make it worthwhile and entertaining, because that's what people come for. Like, they love to watch videos, but they don't want to watch something boring. Like the same thing that people wouldn't want to play a game that's boring. It's not very entertaining. If it doesn't spark your interest, or you're not going to click it. You're not going to want to sit through it. So you have to figure out something within a niche that you have, or something that you're invested in, and then have to bring it up. That's why whenever I think of makeup channels, I don't think it's really that fun. I mean, I'm not going to knock them because that's what they do. They love it, right? But somehow they made it entertaining enough for others to watch, right? I couldn't imagine watching makeup stuff, but I've seen it, and I don't wear makeup. I don't wear makeup. I don't know anything about makeup. But like whenever if someone showed me a makeup video, I've dated women that showed me makeup videos about like, oh, this is what I want to get, and this is what they want to get, right? It's like, oh, I want to get this or whatever, and I watch it, and I'm like, okay, this is actually entertaining. Yeah, it's not my type of thing, but like immediately when I watch it, I'm not just, oh, I'm bored. It's actually entertaining. So you have to find something within your niche, and then bring it up a level. And then try to keep that level, or try to do new things within whatever you're doing. Because like you can't you could probably do the same thing, but like YouTube's always changing and evolving, so you have to change with the tide. Like if someone was still doing the same type, like if the videos were still structured like 2007 YouTube in 2019. If someone was doing 2007 videos in 2019, I don't think anybody would be watching those videos because no one wants to see Nanya Cat and all that stuff in their videos, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, bro. I don't know if Nanya Cat came out in 2007 or not. I can't remember.
It did.
But
it did.
All right.
Actually, no. 2009, I think.
Yeah. So yeah, 2009. This is say 2009. So yeah, no one wants to have that because those are outdated. Like yeah, you go back as a memory, but then you realize okay, it's all right. So you have to figure out what your niche is, and then try to expand within that niche. You have to figure out what you can do with it, and you have to be invested in it. And then make sure you're always being honest and being the best person that you can within whatever you're doing, because you don't want to turn out like Double for anime. Because then like, let's say you really like Naruto and you have a lot of stuff to talk about in Naruto. Let's say you're a Naruto lore channel, bro. Imagine if you're a Naruto lore channel, which I don't know if you could do that. Because there's some lore I found out that's in Naruto. I was looking at like the Nara clan has deer, but let's say has deer and they're watching over something, whatever. Let's say they were that channel. You can't just pull out BS lies. You can't have too much clickbait, or people will be angry at you. People will not want to watch your video. So you have to figure out what is a good mixture between being yourself, being honest and doing this, but as well as, you know, expanding, being entertaining, and, you know, popping out to people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how you. That's all I can really tell you if you're trying to make a channel on like having a niche, what you want to do. Because once you find your niche, you're good. You're set. You don't have to worry about anything, because once you do that, you'll be doing that. Like you're not in a box because, for example, like you're not like if you're just going to be an anime channel, then you can literally do that. But if you're going to be like fiction based, you can talk about cartoons, comics, video games, and stuff like that. You can just flop around, do whatever. If you're a skit channel, you can expand upon skits or make it on anything. Like you can make a skit on gaming, make skits on like diseases, make skits on anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Your mind is the limit, basically. Or should I even say that? Is that even good? Your mind is the limit?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Your imagination is the limit. Something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can agree with all that.
That's basically what I have to say to that, because you just have to do what you gotta do. You gotta do what you love, because if you're not doing what you love, then it's gonna be a hard time. And also, you just gotta not be lazy. Like with me working now, like I've been feeling it hard, bro. That's why I took a little break. But I'm about to be back in a week or two. Actually, it might just be a week. But yeah, with me working, let's say, because you know you're gonna have to work to be able to buy stuff and talk about things, unless you get someone who's really nice on Reddit and puts your video in a big Reddit thing and everybody loves it. You know that happens every full blue moon. you blow. I've seen people blow up out of nowhere and like, oh wow, I've seen that they only have 6 videos. Wait a second, that one video is getting views. Oh, that's cool. And then that next morning they're like 100 something K, and you're like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens. You just gotta figure out what you gotta do. So yeah.
All right. Well, I think that was a good point to leave off.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you, Javon. And as per capita with all of these podcasts, I shall now sing the outro.
La 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 la. We are leaving. Dun, dun, dun. La 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 la.
Okay. I didn't expect that. Yo, that threw me all the way off. Alright, yo. Thanks for having me on, though.
No problem.